He's yapping.
Everybody?
Kill him!
What do you mean?
Oh.
What do
There
you
he is.
mean? What do
he's
you
here.
mean?
Shit.
Okay,
You've
let's
been
go.
yapping for 5 minutes.
I've been trying to fix my alert thingy. It was not working.
Why do you need alerts for the actual play anyway? It only distracts.
I mean, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
But ready to go.
Let me
Alerting.
answer that. Why not for you?
See if you don't have audio going through.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing for the first time in probably 4 weeks
Oh,
or 5
God.
weeks.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, never mind.
Yep.
fun.
I need to mute Drink by Stream.
Okay,
Yeah, that answer
see
is
if I'm a
that
dumbass,
answer is
I
why
muted
not.
my tab.
That answer is
Fair.
Mhm.
Okay. Are we all set?
Good to go.
Yay.
Let's
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check out that Humble bundle soon.
Yeah, do it. I have the old one. That's awesome.
Mhm.
So this one is also worth picking up.
Kate, give it
Highly
now.
recommend.
Anyway, welcome back, everyone.
Yay.
This has been
Yay.
a long time coming, unfortunately. We have had so many cancellations, so many issues, so many whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully this one would be a nice one. Anyone wants to do a recap for us?
Let's see.
Okay.
No, wait. I got it. I just had to remember everything.
Okay.
Like,
Just
give me a minute.
Long.
How about we all recap one thing that we remember?
That's okay.
No. I got it.
No.
We went to Nia's palace.
Mhm.
And we got our little quests and things.
Mhm.
And Void went off to a library to see her lineage with
Yeah.
Rena and Helen. Everybody else was assigned to go to the refugees from the Calamity War. They're from the city underneath Ank'Harel. They're weapon makers and researchers, and we need to get to them and ask them to produce weapons for Nia or research. Either one.
Fair enough.
There's some treaty stuff that, there's just political
What
stuff
side?
there's political stuff going on, so Diana can't, interact with them without it being weird. We learned
Also,
about some Eidolons. Vustal figured out which one is bothering him. Nemesis. We learned that Corvic is an Eidolon of dreams, and Matron of Ravens is Eidolon ? In my notes. So
Yeah,
that's just
same.
a theory.
Yeah, it could. It's.
I mean, it did mention her as an Eidolon.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
mention it, but it sounds like maybe this book did not get everything correct. So it could be that
Yeah, so
it did not
we're
get
dealing
other
with-
stuff correct.
We're dealing with a
seems
lot
like
of theories.
speculative work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
narrative
I was
romance.
watching. I was watching the VOD, and a lot of the episode was Sassy Pants and Vustal getting really high off of Phage.
No,
Yeah.
that was the episode. That was the one before. That was the one before.
Yeah, but
back to
still
the
that-
last episode. Calamity. We learned about the Calamity. With Marquette, the Forgotten City, which was primarily Dark Elves and Orcs. That thing got blown up by Gramoosh. There is a Viridium meteor ? That struck the city. Corvix mentioned. Jamil is maybe mentioned, but that's because we're connecting Dorts, and there was a guy that sounds a lot like him. And Jacobun's mentioned. I think I wrote down Thelmy, but I think that was more just speculation again. And then we learned a little bit about the treaty. And then we exited the palace. Void went towards the library, and everybody else went towards the refugees.
Oh yeah.
Also,
That's pretty accurate.
Ziania promised us that if we could solve the thing with the refugees and get her weapons, she's gonna help us find Naviask. Also, if it was Jamil who was mentioned, they called him their savior.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, there was also the
That's
part
not
with
good.
Sorren, the dream sequence.
That was before we came here. Before.
Yeah, that was the stinger.
Before we came to Feywild.
Oh, not well. Technically, yes, but also no.
There was
What do
weird
you-
time shenanigans going on, I think.
It was.
Oh yeah, and we have
Simultaneously.
an addicted bunny over here.
It was set parallel to the story, but it was also a flashback for Sorren because he was remembering things. But also, he was not just remembering things; he could actually impact the things while he was remembering them. So it's
Which
very,
is why I
it's very
said
complicated.
time
yeah.
shenanigans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Anyways.
Sorren absorbed the watch. That's where I'm going with it.
That sounds fun.
Somehow, it's why Sassy Pants has it. It's just
I
the
don't
broken version of it.
I don't like the direction that this is going.
No, it's like
Yeah.
the what is it called, the
Okay.
the essence of the watch. Sorren
Uh-huh.
has it now. So like the watch is just
Okay.
Oh.
it's just a shell, right? It's like two things, right?
Mhm.
One is like you as your body versus your soul, right? So the Sorren has the soul of the watch, and the body is just
God.
lying around
At
with
least-
Yeah, I learned about
I
that.
don't know about your
Assassin.
mood, and tell me off if I'm, like being off the mark right now here. But at least you have something inside of you.
yeah.
Yeah,
See, I learned about
Something's inside of you at least.
I learned
Okay,
about the
anyway.
body
Yes,
and the
that's
soul
fair.
from Death Stranding, where they explain hot and ka, and I didn't get any of it.
Hot and cold?
Ha and ka.
Your ha and your ka. Your yes and your
That sounds
no.
like your mouth and your. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
No.
there was
I know.
stuff going on. Anyways, back to the game.
Never mind.
Yay.
Okay, you get my. Anyway, back to the thing.
Section 35.
We are approaching the main party. As you all continue to walk the path that is, at least a couple of you have learned how to read maps, right? So as you continue
Elvis
to
and I.
walk the path that has been laid before you because of this map that you suddenly decided to learn how to read, you come across a clearing where the entire vibe of Feywild shifts. What lies in front of you is definitely not how Feywild looks traditionally. You're not entirely sure whether or not this is a recreation of another place or if the Feywild has adapted to its residents. You have reached the place called Echo's Rest. It feels rather desolate. Feels remote. It feels untouched. You see people, you see children, but you don't understand what is happening. There's almost like a dome around you where the environment is different. There's no trees, there's no birds, there's no organisms which you would attribute to Feywild. But you do see organisms and trees and plants. Well, the ones that you do. Which you would actually more align with, let's say, a drier, arid wasteland. You see kids playing with beetles, beetle racing. Some of them look up to you as you walk in, slightly threatened, slightly, like their conversation cease. And then they see that you're continuing to walk past and they continue their games. In this entire region, there are multiple camps. The maps don't show them, my bad, because I do not have enough time to put them together. But there's multiple camps, campfires, and people sitting around talking, discussing, playing with different board games. Some of them look familiar. At least one of them looks very much like chess. They all stop and stare and look at you as you walk in. What would you all like to do?
How do we? How long did it take us to reach here?
Time is kind of weird. It feels like it took you around 8 hours to reach here, but also you don't feel that tired. But also because the journey was this interesting, it also feels like it has been a week. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, the last time we asked about time, Vustal lost the ability to say fuck, so let's keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, that happened. Okay, how do the people around here look like?
Some of them look human, some of them look orcish, some of them look a bit paler, dark elves. Some of them look like children, which would be somewhat mixed race. Some of them look to have red hair, some of them look to have brown hair, some of them look to have black hair. Most of them are wearing white headrest, which I can only describe as pagri. I don't know the English translation for it, I'm sorry.
Turban.
Turban, yes. Some of them are wearing white turbans. Most of them are wearing what feels like loose pants, linen cloth, pretty light colored. Some of them are wearing vests over them. Some of them are wearing no shirts, just chilling. Some of them are smoking what seems to be hookah. Yeah, they're just chilling here and looking at you all.
Wait.
Most of them seem to be wearing some sort of makeup or the other. There's knocking here if you guys hear it. I'm sorry. Most of them seem to be wearing some sort of makeup or the other. At least the ones which seem to value their presentation more. But most of them are pretty plain, for lack of a better term.
I just want to talk to everyone before we talk to them. What's the
group huddle?
Hey, group huddle, everyone.
Okay.
I know it's been quite hazy and I've been quiet for the past few hours or days. I can't remember, but just want to get a sense of how we're going to approach this diplomatically. Are we permitted to reveal to them what happened ever since their time has ended? Things like that?
I think that's gonna just complicate things if we talk about the outside world.
We just try to get the objective and we deal with it that way.
If it's best, we can get to their leader and just talk to them directly.
Okay, yeah. So I can deal with any information required from people, but I think someone who is a lot more persuasive should lead the conversations.
Oh, persuasive, you say? And you see the rabbit.
Zailda?
His fingers, his hands
No.
together.
Maybe not him.
Yeah, let's leave the rabbit out of this.
Wow.
Zailda?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Could you take charge in terms of the conversations? I'm sorry, Mr. Pants. I'm sure you are persuasive, but like these are non-FAFO generally, so I don't know what are the rules here.
We don't know if they will try to eat you or not. So
yeah.
And it's also kind of our problem, so
Could you
Yeah.
it's your
With it.
problem? It's my problem too. Like
Yeah,
I'm
he's
also
with
trying
us.
to solve this situation, but like
fair.
whatever works for you, it's fine. He just reaches into his pocket, pulls out his tin, pulls the.
God.
Please don't do that too much while you're here.
Yeah, see,
not?
this is probably why we don't. You seem to have a problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking
that
hell.
feels so good. Oh,
Yeah.
This guy, dude.
It feels
Okay.
really. It feels
Every time you do
oddly
that,
very sexual.
yeah, every time you do that, we
Seriously.
get reminded of you actually having never done.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said.
You know what? You should make him roll the wild magic table every time he snorts.
No,
That would be hilarious.
don't make it worse. Don't make it
I
worse.
don't want to die.
No,
He
there should
will
be
die.
consequences to all of us.
No.
Why us? What
I
are
don't
you
want to
Why
deal
not
with
sorcerer?
him
Come on.
doing ferret powder. Let's just find who's ever
May I
in
help
charge
you?
and then find the research people.
Oh,
Yes. Hello.
hi. Sorry, we were just talking very loudly amongst ourselves. We've
Among other
come
things.
to have a conversation with you all. Is there? Do
Who's
you
in
all have
charge
any?
here?
Do you all have any council or leaders or anyone like that who can represent the group?
This person who is sort of like your height, but slightly more lanky, just, looking at you with one of their hands in their pockets. Look behind themselves and you start noticing that a couple of people have stood up and are now surrounding you. Who's asking?
oh no.
By the way, DM, did we get any names for the people that we were
Nope.
supposed to look?
No,
No names.
we just
You
got
know
what they did.
Give me 1 minute. There's some noise here. I just want to make sure that gets resolved for
Yeah.
now.
Okay, guys, do not start a fight.
Not a fight. Do it.
No,
We should do this.
fine, you're not even
Do
here.
it before. Yeah, exactly why I said start the fight. Let me join in.
No.
That'll be hilarious if I just go flying through as soon as you guys start the fight. That'll be
Please,
awesome.
no. We don't need to do this.
Do it.
They're mostly just civilians anyway.
This is not us. These are worse than civilians. They're refugees. There's a treaty of non-aggression here.
They're war
okay.
refugees, yeah. Wow. Here comes the. Wow, everyone hide the kids. Hide the kids' kneecaps.
No, only
Arvin,
only
you need
baby
to stop saying
fake
that.
Ashla.
What? No, she is Ashla.
She's not
Fake
fake.
Ashla.
That's her name. That's her name.
I'm sorry, I
name.
don't believe it. Fake Ashla is all I'm gonna call.
No, that's just teenager Ashla. She's teen Ashla.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's baby Ashla.
Wow.
It's like we can't call the rabbit fake sassy pants.
We
Wow.
Hey, sorry
What's
about that.
stopping us?
Okay,
Welcome
that's
back.
a
I got
different
its
thing.
name.
Yeah, you can call the rabbit fake sassy pants.
What?
Yeah, let's
know what's going
not let Void go all Churchill on these guys.
I'm not yet arrived. Come on.
Why
I
is
said
not
you guys start
there,
so I can
so-
arrive.
Your voice is not here.
Yeah, he wants to commit war crimes already. So
No,
Yeah.
I want you guys to start committing war crimes so I can
No,
join
no.
in. That's
Join,
the
of
difference.
course. Definitely.
We obviously
Yeah,
won't.
that's a very big difference. Yes.
What makes you think that Zailda will permit that?
Shit, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
We have a
anyway,
lawmaker among us.
So,
Okay.
what's happening and where are we going with this?
How
I
many people
immediately put my
surrounded
hands
us?
up.
Not many, just like 4 or 5 max.
I
Are they
put my
armed?
hands up.
Most of them are not armed. One of them has like a stick.
Okay, cool.
Great.
I'll just put my hands up and say, hi, we're friends. My name is Ashla. Let me introduce my compatriots here. This is Zailda, Elvis,
Whoa.
Vustal,
What?
and Sassy Pants. Now that we are.
I speak in Ashla's ears.
Don't just
And they say,
Oh.
why are you giving them our names from the Feywild, man?
Oh,
That's not cool.
we will keep our names. I'm just informing you of them.
I have no intention of taking your names.
Okay.
Elvis just steps
And-
in front and says, "Okay, guys, there's no need for aggression, and we're just here to talk. There's no harm done to anyone.
No
We just
one's
hear it for
aggressive.
conversation."
We are inquiring as for why you have arrived at our refuge.
Yeah, we don't really know much about that ourselves, but do you guys have some form of leadership over here that we can talk to?
Whatever business you have, I want you to at least lay it out in front of us before we are comfortable enough to, let you in our group.
Okay. Essentially,
That's
We
totally
are
fair.
cautious people, and for good reason.
okay.
Yeah, you have every right to be cautious. We're not going to question anything about that. It's completely fine. We want you to be as comfortable in this situation as you can. I look at Zailda and I
Many
say,
words, no answers. Guys,
We
if
just
you want
need your
us
help.
not to be nervous, just answer our questions.
We just need your help.
Okay, that's a great start. Go ahead.
We know that there are many amongst you who are very skilled in craftsmanship, in armory, in blacksmiths, whatever the verb is for blacksmithing.
Some of the
blacksmithing.
people around you sort of like chuckle as you mention the stuff.
We know that clearly we are not skilled in those areas. We know that there are many of you who are. We seek your help, and in return, we will try to do whatever help that we are capable of to you, if it is within our reach and within our abilities to do so.
You said your name was Asha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come on here. Sort of like just gives out. The person who's talking to you sort of just gives out his hand to you.
I take
Oh.
it.
Come, sit down. All of you, come, sit.
So internally, here's what's happening with Ashla. Ashla is like really the reason why she's like really pushing for this is selfishly, internally, this is like once in a lifetime opportunity to talk to people from a different era. Like the amount
I get your logic.
that's still that like urge of like, oh, I need to collect knowledge, something that nobody
As much
has
information
access
as
to.
possible.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's still driving me. That's
Mhm.
that's just my mechanism. But yeah,
Understood?
Elvis is gonna just whisper to Zelda and say, I didn't think making promises as soon as we get here is gonna be a way to accomplishing a goal, but let's see how this goes. Be ready if anything goes south. I say this to
Everyone-
Zelda.
Everyone sat
DM?
down. Go ahead.
Check your DMs, and yes, Vustal does
Just
sit
say
down.
it out loud. It's fine.
Yeah, does he have any memories from the mod that was mentioned? Vustal?
No,
He doesn't
you
remember
were not a
stuff.
participant to this war. No.
Okay, got it.
Okay. You all sat down?
Yes.
Yes.
Reluctantly, you sort of just like you see very small benches around a now extinguished campfire. Some of the pieces are still smoldering. There's like sort of like a pot on top of it. This seems very rudimentary. Just a couple of what's it called? Wooden logs, and on top of it there's like a cauldron, something bubbling in it. Some of the people who are sitting around it are sipping something from it. They all take little earthen glasses, pour something in it, and hand it to you. It feels warm. Okay, so Ashla, I asked you, hey, who are you? Why have you come here? And the answer that you're giving me is your name and something about needing blacksmiths and something about helping us in times of you get what I'm saying here, right? Like this seems vague to amount to nothing, you know?
Yeah, but
Don't be
I
nervous.
understand.
We are people, we are civilized people. I know the kind of information that some Feywild people spread about us. Yep, barbarians and all that. Yep. Tell us, what's up?
Yeah, we are not really from Feywild as well, so we don't really believe any of the things that they say anyway.
Okay.
We don't know what they say about you, and we are ourselves from Exandria.
Oh, from Exandria, and you look all around, and people's gaze have shifted now. It's definitively more threatening, more
Oh.
actually, more cautious.
Can I do an insight check?
Good job, Ashla.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you want to gauge from their body language?
I want to gauge how they're feeling, or like what, like, is it like they want to, do they think that we're from the other side of the war that's going to fight them, or they see us as like bad, or like what their intentions are, like.
Roll me for it.
Can I guide myself?
Sure.
Let's see how the roll goes.
That's Creden.
Mhm.
Oh, that's actually a
Oh.
very good one.
They look at you as well. That's the only example I can give you. Immediately post freedom and India's independence, we would look at white people.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I get it.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll say I can see that my words have caused a stir amongst you all, but you can see that from my very first word, I have been honest and forthcoming, and I have no hidden intention or deception.
Someone from the back, pretty young, like, if they were human, it would be 17, but they're orc. Well, what hidden intention? You haven't even shared your real intentions yet. Any intentions? Like, how do we know if you're lying when you have not said anything?
Okay,
Dialogues.
I've said that we need your expertise. We're in need of quality craftsmanship and weaponry.
Listen,
And
this is the DM to Vignesh.
yeah,
You're telling them that you need labor, and
Yeah.
these people would not
Basically.
react positively to that. You
Mhm.
need to give them some sort of information which is contextual, like they who sent you, what you're here for, and that kind of thing. You're saying that you want their people to work for you. Is that what you're asking?
That is what she's asking.
I'm gonna step forward and I'm going to pull out a seal from my pocket. It is Yanya's seal, or like a stamp that I'm assuming I would have because I work with her so closely. Is that an okay assumption to make?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all visibly slightly unclench their jaws.
Okay. Hello. Hi. See, this is why you let the rabbit from the Feywild talk to people who are living in the Feywild, whether they're from the Feywild or not. But hi. Hello. I am Sassy. Sassy Pants. No relation. And I am here on behalf of Zania from the Unseelie Court. We would like your help with some shenanigans and chaos, and we are not here to exploit you for labor. That is not why we are here. But we are here to help, to ask for help and see if we can help you in any way. More something like a quid pro quo situation sort of thing. Mainly we're trying to figure out stuff about, and he pauses to think. And this is me going to ask the DM or like ask the players above the table, are we okay with telling them directly that we're here about the Feywild, about the Ruinous Born stuff, or no? If everyone's okay with it, then I'll tell them. If not, then I'll figure something else out.
You can just say there's some threat that we're trying to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I was not okay with letting them know that we are influenced by Xianya in the first place. But
Yeah, exactly.
they seem to be okay
Xianya's
with
the
it so
one who
far.
helped them get this place set up, right? So like they would trust her. That's why I went with that.
Yeah.
I won't hold that on a candle. But okay, let's go.
Okay, so there is another threat coming up that is that might be a problem to us and to you. So we're here to help gather information about it and see if we can figure out a way to help each other. That's all I'm able to tell you right now. But as we talk, I'll be able to give you more information. I hope that's enough.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Let's go.
Where is my thing? Sassy parents. Persuasion.
Can I guide him?
Joe? How are you? Okay,
I was gonna say is, I'm gonna just step up and pat him on the shoulder and say, he might not look like it, but what he says is official. So, maybe take his word for it.
It's so funny.
Oh, that's actually good.
Nice.
16.
And what exactly does Her Highness think we can offer?
Information about the... And he just points at the moon.
Brutus is not out yet, but
Fuck.
sure. Like,
He points at an empty space. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's just
Joe, look up.
in the sky. There's nothing there.
and there's sort of like a bird passes through.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah, we
It's
definitely need to know more about that bird. Mm-hmm.
It's about the moon.
The other one.
The moon.
Okay.
Yeah, the scary one.
Yeah. You have significant knowledge about that. Alright. Well, drink your teas.
That's
Does the tea seem safe?
All you want me to find out?
Yeah, sure. Down
Drink
with
it,
Vustal
drink
is
it.
trying to. Vustal's not going to drink it. He's just going to like smell it first, a little bit,
No, I'm drinking it.
see what it smells like, and then drink it.
Okay.
Ashla's gonna drink
like
it
tea.
with like. Ashla's gonna drink it in a way that, in an apologetic way, like, I'm sorry for like making this a mess. I'm drinking your tea. You know, like that visibly, like, I'm sorry, I fucked up, kind of way.
You all drink the tea, and the world around you starts to get hazy.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.
Me right round.
We
get me
will.
right round.
We will pause here on this, and we'll go to the other one
Oh,
that is
thank
left behind in our party. Void.
Yes.
You asked, well, perhaps not out of your own will. You asked Yana to help out with your family and
Yes,
their
yes.
history and such. And you were directed to visit a nearby library, which seems to contain some information on lineages. You're not entirely sure where these people are taking you, but the people who helped you out, the hedgehog and... Fuck, I forgot
Arena.
her name again.
And Helen.
Yeah. And Helen. Arena and Helen are taking you to a library. The journey there is short. Perhaps because of your determination to find out more, perhaps because you're three people pretty dedicated towards finding this place. But soon, the path in front of you starts to light up. You see a couple of fireflies here and there, and then it almost feels like there's a line of fireflies. You have never seen fireflies swarm but that's perhaps the closest approximation to the behavior of these creatures that you can say. They almost form two lines between which you can walk. You keep walking, and you see these lines go up a huge tree with silver leaves and just encircle almost every branch, every leaf of this, and then come back down. And as you're walking, suddenly your foot encounters something. It's a staircase. And you start walking up the staircase above this tree. Immediately you're stopped. There's a creature who steps out of the tree's bark itself. Deer-like face, antlers, nose, but a pretty humanoid mouth. It's kind of weird. Eyes which seem like two balls made up of polished wood. It's hard to know where they're looking, but they sort of like gesture towards you. What do you seek? And whose authority do you climb this tree on?
This is still related to the questions I sent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anna?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're here for this.
Cool. So then I basically does this person look like I don't know, important figure or like a god or like
Looks like a guard.
Guard or god?
Guard.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Guard. So then I'm going to just nod and say I was sent here by Queen Ziania to get answers regarding my family.
I'm gonna let you just above the table rephrase that if you want to. Ziania,
because Sealy and unsealy. Okay,
Yep.
right. Okay, never mind. Scrap that. I have come to the Feywild to find out about my family lineage. I only know what I think I remember about them. My parents' name were Tisha and Kyrios Daris. I'm trying to find information about them. They were murdered in front of me when I was a child, but a lot of that memory is gone, and I'm trying to find out everything I can about who they were and who I am and my lineage. Say that.
The creature sort of like just waits for a second. You're not entirely sure what's happening.
I'll wait
Family
patiently.
lineage is here. But on whose authority do you walk these steps? This is a sanctuary, not for everyone. If I allow anyone to walk these steps, there'll be chaos. Go home, little one.
I see that and I'm like, I remove my I take out my medallion and I show, does this help? Does this give any context?
You take out your medallion with... do you want to describe it for the party?
Okay, I need to find my notes.
Okay.
I
So
don't
really-
remember what.
Wait, I have it. I can ping it for you. Ping!
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. You pinged it.
And one more. Ping!
Okay, so it's a I think bright golden image. Sorry, it's a medallion, and it has this image of Lady Elmenor, an archfey, and there it has this. Wait, where's that message? Crap, skipping it. There's this engraving written as well that says, "In this dance between chaos and order, let home your sanctuary." Basically, it's this beautiful.
It's supposed to be let home be your sanctuary.
Let whom?
Let home be your sanctuary.
Be a sanctuary. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let home be your sanctuary, and it's this. It's very special. It kind of, it's like a coin, basically.
Oh, this is from
And,
January of 2024.
Yeah. I wrote it long back. It's a 10 rupee coin for those who don't know. So it has that kind of. I mean, size wise. For
Yeah, it's disguised as like a
Indian
regular coin when it's
Yes,
not in Feywild.
and only like Fey creatures can read it, or people from the Feywild. But like they don't. Anyone else can't like understand specifically. But so I just show that.
And then sort of like whispers your parents' name, and it gets absorbed in the tree back again. And in front of you, the stairs continue to pop up as you put your foot down one after the other.
Oh yeah.
You continue walking up, and now the sort of like the swarm of fireflies seem to be guiding you towards a specific branch, a specific leaf, even. You keep walking, and behind you look, and the other two have stopped. They're not authorized to come with you on this journey.
I thank them.
Should we go back?
If you can wait, that'll be great. But if not, yes, go back. Don't put yourself in danger. Or maybe you can give me guidance to find my way back.
How we get down from there, honestly. But we'll
Got
wait.
cut off, Nano.
It just says like I don't know how you're gonna get down from that tree.
Okay, just wait then if you can. Thanks.
Yep, we're waiting.
Wait. Continue.
Okay, so you continue, and I need you to give me an acrobatics check as you try to go up one of some of the narrowest branches up to a single leaf.
Okay. Does this have the potential of me falling? Do I know?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
You're like 100 foot above ground at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna keep my grappling hook ready just in case as backup. But okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics check. It's not great, but okay. 16.
Yes, good enough. It's fine. The risk is higher than the DC. You go up. You go on the narrowest branches of this copper tree towards a golden leaf. And at that point, you remember this. You remember what this is. You remember being told about this sometime, somewhere. This is the Book of Leaves, where your family's entire history is supposed to be recorded. Not just the past, but the future. This is, for Feywild, essentially, what's that ancestry website called? 23andMe.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Full data
Not
breaches.
that way. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, the one that's
Shit.
closing down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm having tea.
Sure. Have take your time.
Okay. You go up to the leaf, and it's larger than you expected because, like, you know, when you look up, these tree and the branches and the leaves look regular sized.
Hmm.
But when you go up, they're larger. It's about a foot long. There's random sections of this leaf which describe a lot about your family. Its past, your grandparents, the names, everything. You read about how they went to the material world to look for a different life. Not even, there was no problems. They just wanted an adventure. You read
Nice.
about how they became friends with the friends of people of the Sealy Court. How they came into their profession as you know it.
What was their profession? The court. Is it ministers?
It was information gathering.
Nice. I love it.
They were the spies, the James
Nice.
Bond.
Fuck
Or-
yeah.
Yeah. Or what was that other movie with Angelina Jolie and whatever? Brad Pitt? I don't remember. Anyway.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith, yes.
Fuck
They were
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
Fuck
Smith.
yeah.
Of their generation. People revered them. And at that point, you notice how you're reading this, but this is not written in common.
Oh.
It's written in almost like a poem in Sylvian.
Oh.
It's kind of difficult to focus on it. It's easier to just understand it. But you still try to read the words rather than the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And the poem sort of like goes towards your parents' final mission. Before they had you. Before they retired. And before they were murdered. Two war
My God.
faces. Not their own. Moving like shadows before the dawn. They carried fire in their hands and burnt. A star unmade. A fate unspun. Why do I write this stuff when I know I cannot read it?
It's so
Beneath
cool
the
though.
twin
What do
lit
you mean?
moon, they ran to shifting shades in midnight's hand, through quiet fields and ancient stone, where war and faith drew lines in sand. They stood before the gates of gods, and did not kneel, and did not bow. They swore no oaths, they sang no prayers, but carried faith within their vow. A stolen light, a whispered prayer, a star once bound by hands unkind. To those who wept and called its name, to steal back is not theft, it's returning a heart to its chest. Would you like to continue reading?
Yeah, sure. I love the poem, by the way. Both of them are so nice. Yeah, I continue reading.
They crossed the
crossed-
lines. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to read it, go.
Okay, no, you read it. You did
No,
all the work.
this is actually cooler if you do it.
Okay. They crossed the lines of king and priest, where no roads led and none could chase, to weave the light into their love and hide it in their child's embrace. Some must be consumed by the path we walk. We do not take the light, it becomes who we are. Tree they raised with love and fire, but fate will carve its quiet toll. Tree fell silent, cold and still, but one the beacon would not let go. Child woke where stars should end, a vessel left, but not a friend. Light had lived within their chest, soul remade, but fate unplanned. No name remained, no past to find, only void, with empty hands and a sharpened mind. Return the light, undo the chains, bring back the dawn, release the tide. What is taken can never be free, for what is hollow, whole it shall be. But only with blood shall the earth be healed, only in sacrifice shall fate be sealed. So cool.
Make me another acrobatics check.
Fuck yeah, let's go dance. Damn.
You read this and sort of the picture
fuck.
comes into focus for you. You see, you understand what happened. Your folks were not stealing, they were not thieves. Because to steal back is not theft. They were trying to get back someone's god. People who pray. Give me 1 second. My throat is weird.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry. They were trying to bring back what was lost. They were trying to find the gods of the starving faithful. They believe in something purer than this whole material of life and death. They figure that there's more to it. Actually, this is a different tangent. I don't think you know that by this point. But they
Okay.
they stole back the beacon. They wove it into their own child. That was you.
Nice.
And then the beacon left.
Fucking
You should
hell,
have
dude.
died that day.
Okay.
But the beacon somehow saved you. Now, this poem does not end with just that, with your past. It also gives you a path to your future. Return the light, undo the chains, bring back the dawn, release the tide. What is taken can never be free. For what is hollow, the void, whole it shall be.
Oh.
Or perhaps the hollow means something else. Doesn't matter. But you have a path forward. You know what to do. Or perhaps not. But you at least have a different sense of motivation. You hold the leaf in your hand, and only you can answer this question. Do you cry?
Yeah, 100%. Come on.
You
Definitely.
get tears falling 100 foot down. You see them fall. And then one of them stops falling, just suspended in midair. And at that point you realize, much like how feather and a hammer fall at the same time, you're falling with it.
Nice.
And at that point, when you're falling, you crave for your family. And you fall right next to them. Back at the Echo's Rest, where the rest of the party is still sitting on their tea.
No, but do you think it's fair to say that the tears don't fall, they crash around him?
Nice.
Nice.
No, really? Come on.
If that was a pun, I did not get it,
I was
buddy.
thinking
It
the
was
same, I was thinking the same,
I think
but I
it's
didn't
wrong.
say it. So.
Man, I don't know anything about music.
Fair enough.
I don't either, I just say nice. That usually gets
I don't
people
know
to
which
shut
song you're talking about, yeah.
You need a
Bullet for my Valentine.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that song.
Oh, hey, Void.
But sure. Oh. Hi.
Wow, I'm tripping so hard. I feel like Void is here.
No, she is.
I'm here.
This tea is really strong.
Yeah, it even sounds like her. Yeah. And I should
Oh, my
know.
lord.
I've had my fair share of getting high. That yeah.
Yeah. We're sure you
First
do.
step to admitting a problem is admitting a problem.
It's
Your
not a
friend, I
problem.
presume?
Yeah.
Debatable.
Would you like
I just
to,
wave.
for us to give him the tea too? Give her the tea too?
I don't know. What do you want? Some tea that gets you high?
Where am I again?
Here, buddy,
just don't question
have
it.
some tea. And they sort of like lift you up, dust you off, and just hand you a warm tea.
Okay. I drink it. Fuck it.
Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah, hi, bud. Welcome.
Hi.
Wait, where's Arena and Alan?
Who?
The hedgehog
Oh.
lady and
I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
still waiting there.
oh,
Can you send them a message? I look at Sassy Pants and I ask
let's
Wait,
see.
who we sending messages?
to
The
what's their name, dude? The two people who I
Arena
left
and-
behind.
Arena
I got it.
Arena and Han Halen.
I send a message to Arena because I think she's the more responsible one, and I say, if Void showed up with us, come here if you wish. Otherwise, you're good. Smile.
Glad, but
Oh,
where's here?
Refugees.
Oh,
Uh,
no, you're gonna
it's-
send again?
Okay,
No,
doesn't matter.
doesn't
Before
matter.
you guys can... Yeah, they know where
They know you're fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fucking hell.
You start to experience visions, and the first person to notice this is Vustal, because Vustal, this is just every Wednesday for you. You notice people walking through other people, and you're like, "Oh fuck, it's happening again." The vision issues, and other
Uh-huh.
people also start noticing the effects. Then you start feeling heavy. Then you start feeling extremely light. And for a second, you thought this was just drugs, But you realize that you're rising up from your chairs and benches. So it's definitely something. The gravity is shifting. Then the entire environment shifts. The world around you almost... The reality around you almost cracks like glass. It fractures. And you see constellations drifting in and out of alignment above you. Floating islands appear and disappear, crumbling at the edges, as if the world itself is trying to forget them. The land becomes ethereal and unstable, shifting between what you know it is to be and what it is. This feels like a place caught in a memory. This feels like a town forgotten. Vustal, you recognize this place from your last nightmare.
Oh no.
Oh.
But it is much more desolate, much more destroyed. The buildings around you are crumbled.
You know.
The refuge is... Sorry, it's from... Yeah.
It's okay.
The refuge itself is now a half-sunken temple where you're sitting. But around you see not the dozen people you saw earlier. Now there's like hundreds, thousands even. Elven, Orcish, walking around, different attires, buildings have different runes on them. This is what remains of Kyle Moro, the town which was underneath Onkarel. This is where we'll take a break.
Sweet.
Dang.
That was awesome. Thanks, now.
Thank you. Okay, let's come back 7:30 or 7:15, 7:20,
Sure.
7:30. I don't know.
15
Yeah.
minutes works.
7:30.
120 bucks. Yep.
Alright.
Okay, good. I need to.
Shall
You
we?
are familiar faces. Not
Mhm.
familiar. Faces of
It's the worn
different
out faces.
creatures just looking around. Not really alerted. Not really alarmed by your presence, but surely looking at you, glancing at, oh wait, what was there? That kind of thing. You also see shadows flickering in and out of existence, wandering halls. It's almost as if the past, present, and future are all alongside each other. You're inside of a temple. Go ahead.
I was going to say, are any of the people that were there with us in Feywild, like the people who gave us the tea, up here?
A couple of people have come here with you, but you see in the distance like some of the children, etc., like just running off, and this person who gave you the tea says, "Welcome. You would like to meet our leader? Is that it? Right?"
Yeah.
And you can
Vustal's
notice the
going to
voice
walk
is
over
like
to this
slightly
person.
different for this person. Yeah, go ahead.
Do they? So, how do they look, like compared to the other people around, like the visions
Pretty
around
similar.
them?
Make me a perception check.
Perception, right?
And roll me a d100.
Yeah.
16 and 7.
And roll me a d100.
I always keep forgetting how D10 works.
So it's all
I got it,
tens
I got
or
it,
all
Got it.
0 to 10.
So I got
I got
9
it.
on the D10 and 10 on the double digit one.
Okay,
So you
that's
got
19.
90 something. So
That's
you got
19.
19. No.
He rolled a
Oh, you got
percentile
10
die.
on the. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, 10 on the
I thought 9
percentile and 9 on
yeah.
the D10.
The only funny
9
thing
on the
you need to
D10.
know
Okay.
about that specific system is if you roll all zeros, that's the 100.
Yeah, that's the only
Ah,
problematic part. Okay. On a 19, you look around you and you see creatures, these people, the person who was in front of you, they look slightly different from what you saw earlier. This person, you walk up to them and you notice that there's like slight differences, the way that their mustaches twirl, the way that like they were wearing one of their almost like a scarf is wrapped around differently. Then you put your hand forth and touch them, and their arm comes off, and the arm
What?
is made up of cake.
Oh,
And all
man.
around you, you see people
God damn it.
all walking, and all of them smell of cake.
What the hell?
Cake is a lie.
The cake is alive. Fucking hell.
Is the person still speaking?
The person is the other people asking this question, or is Rigbite asking this question?
Rigbite, I guess.
No, like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm asking this
The
question.
person is speaking, and you see inside of their mouth is also cake.
What the fuck? Vustal just like steps back slightly. You see him like sort of reach his hand back on his sword, and he just holds the hilt. What
Vustal, you don't-
was in that tea?
You don't need to do
Question. DM?
Is that
Do we
the
see
question?
different things?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Do we see different things?
I'll explain that. One sec. Vustal, you look around, you see Zailda reaching up to you, but inside of her mouth, you also see cake. Her eyes are clearly made up of fondant.
that. No.
Wait, do I also see cake?
No.
What do I see?
Vustal is going to pull out his sword.
Everyone
Vustal,
looks and
put that
sees
away, put that away, put that
normal
away.
human beings.
Fuck.
All of
Okay,
us?
I'm not high enough for this. I'm gonna reach into my pocket, pull out the
No,
orange.
Oh my
powder,
lord.
and snort some more.
Oh my
Can you
God.
stop doing substances?
Vustal, you hear around you there's people yelling at you. But all you hear and smell is just muffled sounds of cake and smell of cake.
Oh no, I hate this. I hate this so
Oh
much.
no.
Look.
You wanted hallucinations, baby. You got them.
Fun! Told you. Fun.
Just yesterday, you were like, "Oh wait, what happened to my hallucinations thing?"
Yeah, see, this is fun. I like it.
Oh, I don't have
Vustal's
call
gonna-
40% chance.
Vustal's gonna take a swing at whoever
Oh,
is
I'm
nearest
go-
to him.
Oh no!
fucking hell.
Why would you do that? Okay,
It's Cake, man.
do it.
Who's nearest to him?
You don't need to
It's me.
attack Cake though, but yeah, sure. Yeah, it's Zelda.
No, he feels something was very weird in the tea, and he thinks he's dreaming.
No, but Cake has AC of 0, right?
Yeah, but he just sees that. Okay.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Swing it. Swing the sword. Roll to hit.
That is 5 plus 2, 7 to hit.
Zailda, how do you hold the sword?
Okay, so he
Take it
Kinda
out
like-
of his hand.
he swings the sword at me. I just kind of grab it and I'm like, Vustal, you don't need to do that. And I'm gonna try to like yank it out of your hand.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
No, Vustal is not letting go of the sword. He's like
Vustal, make
clenching.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Chop his hand off.
On. Can I assist Zelda in this? I'm gonna. I mean, if he's swinging around our like sword, I'm gonna.
Let's see what
also
happens
try
with
to-
the con
Sure.
save. and then-
18
Yeah,
plus 3. That's 21.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. Immediately, everything comes back into sharp focus. You no longer smell Cake, and you see Zelda holding your sword.
Oh no.
And the person who was
You okay?
speaking sort of like is standing there with their mouth agape, like, "Is your friend okay?"
He has let's go with trauma.
Oh, maybe he reacted badly
Trauma
to
from
the tea.
Cake.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Vustal, you see him like he stares at Zailda. It doesn't say anything. Just sort of lets go of his sword with one hand and just like sheaths it, and he like immediately turns to look at the person. What was in that tea?
Just some herbs. It's not supposed to do that, but maybe you're not from this world, so maybe it did not react well to you. You know what? I have another tea if you'd like.
Vustal is like, I need those herbs.
Experiment with more substances. This group is getting really bad with this stuff.
What the fuck is going on?
Trust me, I've had my share of herbs, and none of them have. Okay.
Okay, I pulled
my
this
second
ball back
question.
a bit, and I'm like, okay, you've had your fair share of substances, but you're not, you gotta remember
No, yeah,
that
I understand.
things are
It's
different
fine.
for you
It's fine.
here.
You look like Cake for a second. It's totally fine. That's completely normal. I agree.
Wait, did all
Okay,
of us look
What
like
is
Cake?
this place? Yes.
Did we at least
Just-
taste good?
He
I
didn't
don't
eat
know. I didn't try
anybody.
to.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to eat
that.
me, you could
Okay.
just say so, You don't have to pretend like I'm Cake. Like, I mean, if you're into roleplay, that's like a whole other
Sassy
thing. But
pants.
Look,
I-
don't
I-
touch anyone's
I
cake without
take
their
my
permission,
leg and
okay?
I just kind of shove Sassy away,
wow.
and I turn back to Vustal, and I'm like, okay, just when you start experiencing visions and stuff, just hold on to my hand, okay? And I'll help ground you.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He just shakes his head. He is going to turn to look at the other person, like the person again. What is this place?
Well, you're in what remains of our city after it was attacked by Grumish. We rebuilt it from our memory. To an
Attack by who, DM?
Ramush.
Grumish. You don't know it, as in like Rigbite
No,
knows it.
me as a
but
player
Vustal
has
does not.
forgotten.
One of the
I typed it in the desperate
one of the
bunch
betrayal gods.
chat.
All the gods.
Okay. Got it.
One of the
One that
betrayal
Vustal
gods.
thinks doesn't exist.
Yep.
don't have
Random
to
guy, I
discuss
mean.
that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, random guy number 3. Yeah. The third
Yeah.
god that you've heard of so far.
Random question again, very random. So Vustal had the nightmare the night before. he noted out whatever details he could remember. Does any of the faces that he sees around, like the part of the vision of the tea or whatever it is, match any faces he can remember from the nightmare? If he can remember
All
any.
of the faces that you remember were of people who you knew, like from past or whatever. So
Okay.
it was all from memory. There was no new faces which you don't recognize, at least in that nightmare. Right now,
Got
by
it.
the way, on that perception check, going back to it, things do not appear cake, but they do not appear to be a cakewalk either. You see
Ah.
people who are, to an extent, corrupted, and that reminds you a bit of your nightmare, because you saw people who were slightly out of shape, something off. Some people with 3 eyes, people who have a part of their face missing, some people with different shape of a nose, let's just say, horns, skull which is a bit too big, a lot of different beings which seems to be corrupted to an extent which they're still humanoid, but if Vustal is, like going off his own instincts, they all seem cursed.
He glances around the people that are robbing the place. What happened here? A curse?
Yeah, you can say that. Long time ago, about 1,000 years ago, we were attacked. Some people tried to warn us of the attack, and we managed to prepare our defenses to an extent.
Or the music started.
Oh, I reduced the volume. How did the music start?
It's
So
really
whenever you
going
change
on?
volume, even if it's muted for me, it just like starts it.
What as fuck?
Yeah, boundary is being weird.
Okay, anyway. We were attacked by a being. Some people like to call them gods. No gods would attack their own. We had the time to prepare to an extent. We had the luxury of a champion. But that's ancient past. We escaped the material world to the astral sea. Tried to come back multiple times. Spent eons on a planet in the astral sea. Yeah, lot has happened.
Are these people? Are they? What are they? Spirits?
No, these are our members. These are our people.
They're alive.
Yes, of course. Some of them are from the past. They're still roaming. They haven't caught up to their own death yet. Well, isn't that true
What the
for all of
fuck
us?
does that mean?
Vustal just sort of steps back. He's gonna walk over to Zailda. Sorry for taking a swing at you.
No, it's understandable.
Okay.
People
You know
seem to
what?
do that.
All of the music is kind of trash. I'm gonna pause it. Sorry, go ahead.
Ah.
It's not working out.
I missed what
Okay.
Zailda said.
Sorry.
People seem to do that to me.
Oh no!
I don't know. It's fine. I'm more than willing to take a hit or two if it means I can help someone figure out where they are and who they are.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You asked a question. Well, You're gonna die one day, right? Looks at Sassy Pants.
Yeah, I guess.
So you just haven't died yet? Is that like a fair thing to say?
Yes.
So you haven't caught up to your own death, you know? The same thing has happened with these people. They'll die, but they haven't done it yet.
No, but then didn't they die when your city was attacked?
Yeah, most of them. Oh yeah. Our people were decimated. These are people who have died since, you know, just natural deaths, calamities, everything else.
How are they here then?
Oh, I thought these were like remnants of the people who died in the city but still haven't died. I got so fucking confused. My bad.
Kind of memories, because, you know, a person is some of their memories, right? So unless someone forgets you, it's very hard to pass. And also some of them are just lazy, honestly. You know, they're procrastinating.
They're procrastinating.
Is this an
dying.
effect of the Feywild?
It's that, honestly, I don't have the faintest idea. It's just a fact of life here, so we don't think much about it.
Got it.
Kind of
Right,
nice,
let's
honestly.
go meet your leader or whoever runs this place. Let's just do that.
Oh, actually, you're not going to a leader. You're going to our representative, who is going to be sort of like the liaison and, like, you know, the person responsible for talking to. Doesn't matter. Come with me. Sort of like leads you down a slightly narrow pathway into what seems to be almost like an office. It's pretty properly decorated, like a material world office. But again, much like how Feywild was almost like dress up for you guys, it feels odd. It feels like someone trying to pretend. And you see sitting there in one of the chairs holding some sort of document, or actually an instrument, a person who is wearing a mask made up of dark glass. It's covering their entire face.
Another
And
void.
the face underneath seems to be almost fused with the glass. And they look towards you, and you see an uncanny valley approximation of what a face should look like. Their hair is silver blue, shimmering like starlight. Their skin almost crackled with scars. Their hands constantly shake as they're holding, seems to be a tablet. Hello.
Hi.
How? You are. And at that point you realize that the voice is extremely robotic, and they also seem to talk in fragmented sentences.
Okay, so it's Yoda.
Yoda, but not in an intentionally grammatically opposite of what they're supposed to do. It's more like one of their words comes out before the other when it's not supposed to.
Oh, they're time fucked.
Oh, it's a time. Yes.
They are
Get the
time
watch.
fucked.
Fix it.
Oh no.
Time fucked.
I'm fucked.
Bro.
What a word.
Uh,
I don't even know what to say to that.
The person who escorted you here just introduces you. This is Varys. They are the last engineer from Kalmoro. They will be your liaison. And they also know a lot about the other moon thing. So, yeah, have a seat. I'll leave you guys be.
No, wait, hold on.
Thank you.
Vustal just sort of like leans into his ear. Is he alive, or is he like one of those sorry, I know.
It's complicated.
I'm just right.
The whispers back.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
better
you.
not to dwell on it, honestly. As long as you're getting the information, how do you care if someone's alive, dead, you know, whatever.
It matters to me, but
Thank you. Question it. It's the fucking team.
What?
Sorry? I didn't
What?
hear you.
It's the fucking tea.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
It's
We're fine.
It's not the tea.
Well, as long as you don't say it's the fucking Fae, we're good. And also,
Wait, what? Who
aren't
would say
you
that?
banned from saying fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have
you
this.
can't say fuck.
Fucking is a different thing, no?
You can't say fuck.
Can't say
Yeah,
fuck.
but
Oh,
fucking
so-
is a
You
different
have to
word.
say it's the ing.
Exactly. See, Sassy gets
You
me.
can say ing.
It's a
Okay,
verb.
so
yeah.
that's what
Fuck
comes
is
out.
a-
It's just
hmm
the word was
So
banned,
he-
not the
so he
letters in
says-
that
So
order,
he says
so,
it's,
yeah.
it's a ing tea.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him?
Oh,
Ask.
well,
Fey
you
magic.
see, he talked to somebody along the way we were going, and he asked the time. So we figured out that time is very strange here. You're not going to believe it. And as payment for, asking the time, they took his ability to say the word fuck.
They asked if they can have a word. That usually means that if they can have a chat.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's awesome! Can I get
Yeah,
that
but-
power? I'm Faye! Holy shit! I've been able to do this all this time.
Maybe.
Gotta figure this
But-
out.
I don't know.
Vustal,
Maybe.
if the material plane, the place we were, operated on a logic similar to, other places, this place does not have as understandable logic to us right now. So,
I love it.
world is weird.
I
yes.
love it.
yours is probably too.
Also, where did
Anyways.
you come from?
Where did you go?
No.
What a night show.
Is this conversation above the table or is it happening in
No,
front
this
of
is
this
in
man
character. I think
I
this
hope-
is in character in front of
who
these
is
people.
burdened by
character.
existence and is struggling to hold himself together and
Zelda-
trying
Listening
to
to
be
Cotton Eye Joe.
helpful?
His
What was his name again, Nano?
dear
His
Yeah.
name was
engineer?
Veris.
Veris?
Veyrriss.
Where is got it?
Where is?
Okay,
Veris,
hello.
Veris.
Veris.
Oh no, Samsy.
People are struggling because this is their first time in the Feywild. We wanted to talk to you about Rudis and I believe
Weapons of
Zianya.
mass destruction.
Yeah.
Open with that, okay?
They sort of like tilt their head slightly, and the dark glass catches dim light as you look up, and there's no light source. It's just coming from somewhere. And the voice hums with a very distorted mechanical undertone. Sit if you must.
We'll sit.
The hand sort of like gesture towards the seat, trembling.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right,
okay.
guys, let's sit. They're offering us a seat.
Yeah, I said.
Sit. So fuck.
They sort of like sit back down, stiffen, the fingers sort of like twitch. Mass destruction? No. Calculation? Fire? What you seek?
I guess we'll get the weapons out of the way first. Zianya requested production of weapons, or if you cannot do that, research.
Who Zianya is.
Yeah, she gave them this.
Ziania,
Will-
who is Right.
Yeah.
We shall
So
not weapon give outsider anyone.
what about research, possibly?
Question out of.
Is there a reason why it's out of the question?
Death. Destruction. Not trade ours.
Okay. Can you tell us about the Red Moon?
A quick question about the table.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the weapon is for.
We don't know.
I-
Xana needs it.
We don't know
Jana just,
either.
Xana
Jana just told us to get
Also,
it.
it's incredibly tiring to speak like this guy. Can I just speak like, just
Yeah, we'll just
theater
no,
mind
yeah,
assume
yeah,
that he's
yeah.
speaking in fragmented. Yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes.
like
Yes.
I'll say something you won't understand. It makes no sense. Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
My only question was like, we are doing this as a favor for Xianya, right? That's it.
Yes.
Mm,
Well,
Because we want
No.
something from her.
yeah.
It's not a
she
favor.
wants something from them, and also maybe we can get information about Rudis.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, cool. Got it.
Also, this is lead us to Naviask. That's why Elvis and Zelda are doing it.
Understood.
Can I ask one thing of you?
Ask 5. Why would you limit yourself to a single question
Oh,
when your lifetime is not limited in
Thank
terms
you.
of curiosity?
oh, mine definitely isn't. I just wanted to be short about it, in brief. Would it be better if we are asking for research or weapons to save more lives than an inevitable bloodshed would cause?
People from material world, people from Cobalt Soul saving lives.
Dang. Dang.
We're not really associated with
They
I,
know
it.
something.
Not
I
doing this.
carry no.
Kobolds.
That's all right. I carry with me and in me the blood that my family has taken from many, and I'm trying to redeem myself of it.
You know not of the blood that your family has taken from our people. You
I
know
don't.
not of the blood that Cerberus Assembly has shed of our people. You don't know
Cerberus
how much. Yes. You don't know how much complicit Cobalt Soul has been in our suffering for centuries.
Okay.
Then
Well, we
please
have a new
seek
organization.
Then
The
please.
people and land and the lords of Cobalt will not forgive those who betrayed them.
That is.
I do want to
can barely
specify like what I
understand.
said because like I
Yeah.
was thinking they said the people, the land and the lords of Cobalt will not forgive those who have betrayed them.
Betrayed, yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So the Cobalt is a place. Did we know that?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think
No, we didn't know that.
we didn't know that.
And-
No.
Doesn't mean
So-
it has to be a place. Cobalt can be just referring to the organization. People of Cobalt,
No.
lords of Cobalt, maybe
She-
the leaders of
No,
Cobalt.
the
They-
place is the Cobalt
She said
Soul.
Cobalt.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
said Cobalt and not Cobalt Soul. She said Cobalt.
So the
Different.
Cobalt.
What's the place
Yeah.
we are in currently? What's the name? I forgot. I'll need to note it down.
Kalmar.
Kale Moral.
Kalmaro. Yeah.
Kalmaro.
Okay.
And it might be like a mistranslation or whatever. I'm just lifting it from the
Yeah.
Critical Role.
It's-
wiki,
Kalmaro.
so-
Keal. Kael. Yeah. Kalmaro.
Cael. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
it's not-
going off
it's
the
not
wiki
K?
one.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Kalmaro.
Uh,
Yep.
Then, if the complicity and the blood run deeper than I can recognize, please give me the opportunity to redeem whatever I can on behalf of those who came before me.
Destroy you must, but not a being, not the people, not the land, but the idea, the hatred amongst people. People who go corrupt are not always evil. The moon corrupts, but humanity, empathy remains. What do you know about the history of your people? What do
I
you
know
know
we've-
about the history of your blood? And looks towards sorry, not Zianya.
Why?
No,
Zailda?
Zelda, yes. Why do I
Zelda.
still think Box is playing Zianya?
And
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
because they were
Yeah,
both starting with
recency
Z,
bias.
and they're both
Yeah.
relevant right now.
Uh-huh. Zelda looks towards you. What do you know about the history of your blood?
Which history are we talking about? The one that I understand of being a Ravenite, or the one in which I'm connected to Naviask?
Naviask, the way you redeem yourself. Naviask is the path towards enlightenment for the material world. Towards actual peace. A peace without hatred. But that is a far dream. You, child, have suffered more than what you know. But you carry a solution to the problem that your party seeks.
Yes, we've at least got that information. I guess we're looking for ways to utilize it at the moment in an effective manner.
Remember yourself. Do not get lost in the pursuit of peace. Because a peace without justice is only oppression. What do you know about Cobalt Soul? Young one looks at Ashla.
I know it's an organization with its own goals. It says that it stands for knowledge, but people have done horrific things to maintain order and to ensure knowledge is contained.
This meeting
I
of
know.
ours is hubris. Humorous because it echoes what happened in the past. Our people are lost in the sea. And at this point you understand they mean the astral sea. We were reached out for our knowledge, for our guidance, for our engineering, for our knowledge. We hoped for a refuge. We hoped for means to establish ourselves again in the material world. But we were betrayed by some of our own kind. They took a lot of information and went into subservience and formed the library Cobalt Soul, named after our people of Cobalt. But they do not do anything in their power to redeem us, to help us. Why do your people betray you? I don't know. Perhaps because we are like this. We are flawed. We are not meant to exist, they say. But we do. Is that our fault? Looks
I
at
cannot make up.
all of you.
I can't make up for the atrocities that the organization I was once a part of have committed on your people, what they've taken from you, what they've stolen from you. But now, what I'm asking for, what we are asking for, is the chance to redeem, the chance to save the lives of so many innocents. What is left of your city corrupts and torments my city. We're trying to find answers, we're trying to find solutions, and we would love any knowledge or any help in that. I don't know even a fragment of the pain that your people have gone through, but I still know the corruption of the moon. I know personally what the moon has taken from me, and I roll up my sleeve to show a tattoo of the two moons over a sea.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh!
Can somebody give me advantage? Is there any way for me to do it with advantage?
If someone's helping, they would have to speak up.
I'll help.
Zailda? Or okay.
Okay, how are you helping?
I just stand next to Ashla, and I lean
Take out
against.
your
No, I lean
powder.
against her in
The
like
powder?
No, not this time. In like a sign of solidarity of the Feywild standing with the material plane. That's basically it. Symbolic. More,
Alright,
I don't say
roll
anything.
with advantage.
I have a -1 to my roll,
It's okay. It's fine. It's
Not
okay.
bad.
and that's the best I can do.
We will
Wait.
leave this here and go to a different member of the party. Member who is, well, technically not in the party anymore.
Oh fuck.
Yo!
We'll go
Let's
to
go.
Safton.
Oh no! I thought it was Sorren!
I knew it.
We'll go to Sorren soon, but right now we'll go to Safton.
Oh,
Safton. For the past few months, you have explored every avenue, every safe avenue of trying to help with your arm, trying to understand everything about it, and you have learned to control your abilities to an extent. You sought out to explore its origin, the origin of your curse, essentially. Not just for you, but for your patron, Perigi. So that not another Solar gets corrupted by this, whatever this is. I'm trying to find the questions that you asked me. Okay, yeah. You had an opportunity. You saw someone from the Dwendalian Empire in desperate, recruiting someone for their ship. Someone who is supposed to deliver certain items to one of the very deep regions of that city. They had recently come into contact with an unfortunate case of scurvy and lost some of their party members, some of their crew. And they were recruiting desperately. And he joined the crew. You didn't have to present that many credentials. You had some of your experience. And you had a mechanical arm. What's a downside? You worked your ass off for a month on that ship reaching the Dundalian Empire. Asking around other people how they got there, different stories, some from a specific someone who you recognize. Never mind, you don't recognize them. My bad. But yeah, you ask a bunch of people, different origins. Yeah, you don't recognize them. My bad. Absolutely not.
Oh no.
You take some of the articles, and these articles you think are tomes of some kind, locked in cases, up to a tower where they're supposed to be kept. And this was the final last moment of this mission. And I need you to roll me a d100.
Oh boy, bro.
No character sheets, nothing, so I don't want to, do like a check. It'll just be a roll.
Oh, that's a 5 on the. What's the thing?
It's okay, 5
D10 and 40 on the D. What's it called?
45.
Percentile die. 45.
Yeah, so you just add them. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
You just add
No,
them.
so
Yeah.
my question is the so what I struggle with, the percentile die has a 0-0, right?
Mhm. Yeah, that's
What
not
happens when I roll a 0-0 and a, let's say, 6 on the D10?
Then
Is
it's
it
006.
60 or it's
It's only a 6. Yeah. If it's
Okay.
000, then it's 100.
Then it's 100.
Why? That should-
Because there's no 100.
I'm not
That's
gonna-
like
I'm
one
not gonna
character
push it.
more. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. I am assuming that you, as a Rigbite, the questions that you asked me about, Zavthin, is exactly what you're trying to ascertain, right?
Yes.
Okay. You look around and you got curious and you want to find out more. This place robbed you of your life. And you're not happy. You investigate the origins of your arm. You try to figure out where it got there from. And you reach this spot. And coincidentally, when you're carrying your box up the stairs, you trip. And the tome inside of this case, this box with a glass lid, opens. This box is sealed. It is not supposed to be open. Would you want to get inside of it and read the tome?
Yes. That is what he's there for. To find
The
out more.
tome opened, and what piqued your curiosity is a diagram on one of the pages that is coincidentally right in front of you. It's like fate is leading you to it. Of an Eomaton and its different parts. You recognize the arm, obviously. And you smash open the box. You know that you don't have long with this stone because you will be found out soon. And that will put your life in jeopardy. But you have to figure out. You have to figure out a way to save yourself and your patron. Because one corrupted soul now has wreaked havoc. 2 of them. No, the world might be a different place. Especially without the gods in it, and other solas and other beings of that power level intervening. You open the book and find answers to questions you never sought. You find that a group of people recruited by the assembly ventured into what now people know as the ruins of Aeor, brought out a bunch of tech, and with it unleashed a virus.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This virus was created to kill Celestials, to temporarily or permanently displace them into a different dimension so that they could not intervene during the Great War, the calamity. In the storm, you recognize the solution to this problem, which is pretty simple. Just go to Aeor, find the antidote, drink it. Easy peasy lemon
Wow.
squeezy.
Such a simple indeed.
But that's not all. Would your curiosity get better of you? Would you like to keep reading?
Go read it.
The only reason Vustal Zartan does this is not because he wants to cure for himself. His patron saved his life the day he borrowed their power. Without them, he wouldn't be alive, and he owes them a cure for what he did, unintentionally or not. This arm is attached to him. So yes, he will read on.
Oh fuck.
This tome journals not just how Aeormatons were harvested and then put to use as glorified prosthetics, but a lot about Aeormatons themselves, about their origins. Because if you think about it, Aeormatons are not just mechanical beings, they're life forms. They are alive. To harvest something which is alive and then sell off the parts? But what's worse, doing that or enslaving an entire race which, well, you created and use them for war? In this tome has entries, information about how Aeormatons were created to fight Celestials. How they were sent to different planes, different inner and outer planes, to conquer them. It mentions how Aeor partnered up with the infernal beings, momentarily so, to fight against Celestials. It mentions how a Baelor, with a party of Aeormatons, waged war against the Feywild, and its queen entrapped him and converted him into an Aeormaton. Navias.
Oh.
Okay.
It mentions how a lot of Aeormatons did not want to fight this war, which was not theirs. They were not in control, but some were struggling. And what happens to a soldier built for war when the war is over? read about how after the war, automatons were gotten rid of, systematically destroyed, wherever they were. You read about how automatons were sent to different cities, either to conquer them or to rescue them. And after those cities were, well, they were fine, but they was destroyed, whatever. The people of those cities killed, they say destroyed, but you know that they're life forms, killed these beings. And that is why on this entire planet, there's very few automatons. Eor was not the only place where these mechanical beings lived. There was a genocide. And then you understand that the virus created... I'm sorry, yeah, this is dark, but well, it is. The virus created was not just because they wanted to get rid of Celestials, but the virus corrupts automatons so that they would continue to be enslaved and they would not achieve their own freedom.
A double-edged sword.
Exactly. And in the footnotes, you read about an astral war where refugees of the calamity, humans, automatons, every being alike, wanted to come back to this plane. But they were refused because they're soldiers of a war which does not wage anymore, and the Cerberus Assembly decreed them to be too dangerous for this world. Some were recruited in the name of science. Almost like the Operation Paperclip of this universe.
Oh my god.
And then the same organization, secretive, its goals forever secret, was tasked with protecting this world from threats of the other worlds. The Cobalt Soul. Weaponized one group of people against their own. And at that point you hear footsteps approaching you. And that is where we leave Cygnus.
This?
Sorry,
Zapton.
not Cygnus.
Wow.
Zapton. My bad.
Zapton.
So many characters.
There's so many people.
Then we'll move on to Cygnus. I'm kidding.
Oh
To a grave.
Who's still...
He's still inside that ring.
Yeah.
He's still inside the ring.
What happened to the ring, though?
He was given to his
returned to the
folks, huh?
family.
Family.
Yeah, I
And
We
remember.
gave it to the folk.
I forgot.
We move on to other party member, Sorren.
Oh boy, let's go.
Let me have some water. Today has been a lot of me talking and not you all talking. My bad.
It's okay. It's good
I'm
lore.
trying to take it off of you. I'm trying.
That's my problem. When I start, I don't shut up.
Real.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I want you to describe how's the journey been like? Coming to this world, Shadowfell, traveling with Jamil towards a destination you don't know, towards finally the gates of hell.
I think initially it was just excitement. He almost forgot that he escaped from basically death. And the first descent into Shadowfell with into hell with all the fire and everything burning around, he almost didn't expect it to affect him because he assumed that he was still dead. But when he felt the heat and he felt felt his skin start to burn, that is when he was like, that's when he felt alive for the first time in however long he's been dead. It's like he felt his heart begin to beat, and he realized that however long he'd been stuck in Endat's domain, he had not felt his heartbeat because he'd technically been dead and his heart was not beating. And like the feeling of the heart pounding in his chest, even though with all the fire raging around and all the people screaming and yelling or whatever else, it was still quiet enough for him to hear his heartbeat. And
Hell yeah.
it felt strange, it felt exhilarating, and it felt very exciting. And he is focused on the mission, whatever the mission is. He still doesn't know what the mission is. But the goal is to help Jamil and to get back to his friends. And his focus is get back to his friends.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zapton also reads about, and this is like just me letting you guys know, also reads about the experiments that Eeyore did. And also about the experiments that the Dundalian Empire has done ever since. They discover how there are a bunch of kids who were given what they describe to be special powers. And this tracks a lot of family lines. A lot of different kids, a lot of beings who, well, Zathan does not know. And one of them is the family line of Zailda. About how sources from Eeyore, mutagens from Eeyore, were used to modify people and discover their quote-unquote true potential. And one of the two of the leading scientists on this mission. One's name has been scratched out, and the other is Dr. Frankenstein.
This motherfucker is everywhere.
God damn.
Everywhere we go.
Doctor! The fish doctor! The fish doctor! And Sorren. You spend months with Jamil just walking through desolate plains, fighting monsters, trying to survive off of the local animals and fauna, like fruits and vegetables, whatever that you could find. Cooking, eating, whatever. Both of you, have seen each other in worse conditions now. You haven't taken a bath for days sometimes. Sometimes you have seen each other naked. Because, shit happens. You never knew a lot of things about Jamil. For example, did you know that he colors his hair?
Huh.
You see his red roots coming off. Red curly hair. He still has the same smile, but it seems weary now. This journey has taken a toll. And you find yourself sitting across with him, having a heart-to-heart. Across the world's most ironic campfire, which you both lit because it was haha funny as a bit, right at the gates of hell. The pure
Dumbass.
Wow.
Oh, that is so on brand for both of them.
just eating what seems to be local sourced, fresh, non-GMO rats, which you have cooked. Having a heart-to-heart talking about your past lives, stuff that you have never shared before. You've just walked through an ancient doorway connecting the Shadow to one of the 9 hells. You're not in Kansas anymore. You're out of the Echo Plains, and now you're in the outer plane. You're beyond the gates. Beyond the divine gates. You have made it. What's the conversation like? What are you asking him?
So,
You, for the first time, feel comfortable enough to ask him questions that you know that, well, quote unquote, the masters of secrets might be inclined to tell you.
the first question is, what's with the hair? Why dye it? I think the red looks really good.
Thank you. Well, you would be thrilled. Oh yeah, the refugee map and this, like, they're from the
It's a
same
different
set. don't you?
variation, yeah.
It's the same set.
No,
They're
I
not
want to
related.
pretend they're connected. Give me
Okay,
something,
lovely.
okay?
I thought of it. I thought of connecting them, but like I could not find like a feasible way to connect them. Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, they're connected somehow. Who knows?
Wow. Dots
Who knows?
connected.
Yeah.
See, I made the doors connect.
You connected the literal pools of lava, and that's actually impressive. Take one inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Box scribbled randomly and then added the dots. I like it.
Yep. I love
Thank
it.
you, thank
love
you.
it.
All right.
You get inspiration.
Well, believe it or not, there are people who might want to kill me, so I try to stay hidden.
You're the leader of the fucking chapter of the Cobalt Soul. What do you mean try to stay hidden?
I did not want to be.
Right.
Well, listen. I have been a spy all my life. Well, I guess. I left home when I was 14, I think. I have been lost for a long time. I had multiple families, and along the way I decided one day that I'm not good at many things, you know. I was always the kid who was slouched in one of the corners, gawky, not involved in anything. But I decided that while I cannot fight, I will fight for my people. And even though I cannot defeat the kind of enemies that my people had, I'll be a pain in the ass for them. Looks at you knowing that, you're gonna make a joke about it.
I mean, you're doing a pretty good job of being a pain in the ass, that's for sure. But that's not the point. No, but where is home though? We've never talked about it.
This is beautiful. It has been a long time. I'm older than I look,
I figured, you have your way to experience to be in your 30s or 40s, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. More than that.
What, 90s?
Home is
Couple hundred?
destroyed.
Destroyed. Just like you wrecked my ass.
Well,
See?
can't say. You can't complain though.
Fuck. I don't know how that came out. It did. Anyway.
He's also just laughing, giggling to himself. You both seem to be pretty tired, and you know that tired-induced high, almost. Home was beautiful. It was a lovely place. I spent a lot of time there, and, well, 14 years, as I said. And I had so many friends, so many people who I know, so many wonderful, amazing people. But it was destroyed. Nothing remains of it, only the people.
What was it? Was it a war? Was it?
Oh, yeah. One of the wars. You know how it gets sometimes. You just can't save them all, can you?
Yeah, you never can. It's
Anyway,
true, though,
this would give you a kick and sort of just like pinches his ear, and you see it's folded, and you never noticed he's half elf.
Yo, holy shit! What else have you been hiding? That is wild.
I did not want to be here.
Yeah.
But this is the place that destiny has led us to, and I'm hoping that our journey will come to an end soon. I've heard of some things which our mission will solve.
Okay, and why me? Why did you
I
pick
have
me?
a question.
Yeah.
Because I know that you have experience with this.
With hell? With literal hell?
No.
Like
No. What we are about to do.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
because I trust you.
Okay.
I have a mission, and I want to save my people. Well, not all of them, obviously. I know. Those who are gone are gone. I respect that. Death is a sacred thing.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
talking
I
to
know.
me about death being
I
a
know.
sacred thing. Come on, Jamil.
Yeah, but you know how most of us cannot be that lucky. Or cannot be that blessed.
Yeah, I don't know about blessed. Sometimes it feels like a curse.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. Can't die no matter how much I've tried, right?
Oh, well, someone who I appreciated. He was almost like a mentor to me. He said once, one of my dads actually. You know, I've had 4.
4 dads?
Yeah.
What, like your parents got divorced and then married other people? Like that?
No, I got adopted, then I got adopted, then I got adopted. Hey, it's a bunch of things.
Okay.
Silly. Well, one of my dads used to say how a blessing and a curse is the same thing. It just depends on what you can use. If it's a useful thing, it's a blessing. If it's not, it's a curse. You get turned into a frog. If you live in a pond and you need to breathe water, then it's a blessing. If you're on land, then it's a curse. Same thing. Use it how you would like to. Make it useful.
That somehow makes so much sense and no sense at all.
I have lived amongst many intelligent people, and some of them have rubbed off on me. So take it as wisdom if you'd like.
I'm not the most intelligent person, but I've also rubbed off.
Can we just like
Anyway, you said
the
you had a
fighting
question.
part so that
That's home.
Home for me?
Yeah. And I'm not
Fuck
talking
me,
about
dude. I don't know.
I'm not talking about location. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the people you relate to. I know that you have lost people, right?
Yeah.
Not to death.
Well, in general.
To things. So, where are they? What's happened?
I mean, I feel like it's weird talking about myself, about my secrets to someone who's the
Oh, his internet probably dropped
He's
out
back.
for a bit.
I'm so
Back,
fucking
he's back.
annoyed. I am so annoyed. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did your internet drop out?
Yeah. At
Figured.
the worst possible
Oh.
time too. Like, how the fuck does it happen when?
Yeah, put your clothes back on. Are you asking something, or do you want him to continue the conversation?
He asked me where is home, right?
Yeah.
That's the last thing I heard. So
Yep. He said a bunch of other things. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he asked you where home is and like where are the other people that you
Mhm.
lost.
yeah, exactly. That's
What happened
that's-
to them?
And then I made a joke about how he's the king of spies.
Yeah.
And he said, if you want to, ask your questions if you want to get more comfortable. If that would make you
Oh.
more comfortable.
Oh, that I didn't hear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what he
he
asked.
missed the
Um,
whole joke. Okay, cool. Nice.
No, that's
RP made a sext.
Yeah, I did.
This
You
is the
missed
second
it.
one he's made.
I love it. The internet decided not. He should not hear it.
The one time
No,
RP
he
makes a
doesn't-
joke, nope.
He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
He's not worthy.
Continue,
Go ahead,
Sasi.
please.
I don't want
Yes,
to
let's
interrupt
continue.
him.
We have like 5 minutes. Yeah.
yeah. Sorren just smiles and no, it's not that I don't. You know me. I love talking about myself, but it's not. It's not about being more comfortable or being less comfortable. It's more about just. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already probably know is the thing, but
I don't know where your heart is.
I don't. So home for me was my mentor, right? Then he died. Then it was the people that I became friends with, and then Cygnus died, and then we kind of split up, and then it was Endath. But then he fucking left, and then it was this new group that I've been with. The fuck.
Are you looking for the name of the party?
No, fucking thing reset. No, the shared chat thing.
Okay.
Oh.
okay.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
And if given a chance, wouldn't you like to spend like a minute more? Go back to your family, your sons, the years that you have missed with your dad because of a missed wish, I guess.
What?
Don't worry about it. But wouldn't you like to have the life that you never had?
I've thought about that a lot, about things that I missed out on and going back, and I don't know. Like, I don't think I would be the person that I am today if I was not the person that I am. If the things that happened to me didn't happen, right? Like, would I still be probably, I don't know, would I still be this person who cares about other people more than himself? Or would I still want to fight for or like,
Ha!
I don't know. What?
First of all, one's nature does not change just because someone's circumstances does.
I mean, let's imagine that my dad was let's think he was like a king, like a lord, right?
Like your friend and that?
No, not like him. Like he was like, let's say, a noble lord who had a lot of money, right? And if I grew up in that
Like
in that environment,
your friend Ashla?
So-
People are malleable and their experiences shape them, yes, but well, I can't imagine that we are discussing morality here. That's not the question I was asking. My question was, if given a choice to help those who are in need, would you? And you don't have to lie to me because I know that you have already done that.
I mean, yeah,
Change the
like
past.
that is what? Wait. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to question how you know shit about me anymore, dude. Like, this is yeah, whatever. But No, I don't think I would. I used the watch and it backfired horribly. And I don't think that I would do that again, knowing what I know.
It did.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
Exactly. Fuck.
But
fuck
was
me,
it
dude.
because that is the inherent cost of time travel, or was it because you didn't know how to use it? Because from what I've read about the reports, that your nemesis did not have the same restrictions as you.
Well, yeah, but like, look how it turned out for him, right? He tried across multiple timelines to take over, and in every timeline he lost because that was meant to happen.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So how does us trying to change anything impact
It was
anything?
meant to happen because fate decreed it, and so did the gods, right?
Not really. I don't think the gods decree what we do with our lives, and I don't think that it's kind of like it's not a sort of like fate either, right? We have free will and we can do what we want, but that doesn't mean that we can change what's already happened. I went back in time to try to stop a fucking town from being blown up, and I ended up causing 20 extra people die, right?
I know.
And sure, maybe I could have gone back again and tried a different way, but who knows? Maybe it would have caused the whole town to blow up, right? We don't know what we can and what we cannot do, and what is the only thing that I can control today is what I am doing today.
And this is where he sends chills down your spine with just one word. Yes, but Glassstaff was only defeated because the gods wanted him to be defeated. If the gods did not intervene or could not intervene, could you have defeated him?
The gods didn't do shit. We killed Glassstaff. We killed him.
Did you?
I debated him and we killed him.
I know.
The gods didn't do shit there. What do you mean?
Okay, this is about the table. What do you mean gods didn't do shit? They helped you out immensely.
What? There were no gods involved when we killed Glassstaff.
No.
What? The reason we were alive is because God saved us.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What am I
Gods
missing?
intervened, like directly intervened.
What am I
Multiple
missing?
times.
To firstly bring him back to life, allowing me to fucking do the tablet shit.
Tablet.
What shit?
Tablet shit.
No, what tablet shit?
What? The portal was open.
Multiple of the portal to the God's realm, like that was one of the
where the time was frozen. That's the entire reason he died, because time didn't. He couldn't escape.
Yeah, but that was because that's how magic works. That was not because
but because Mistra decreed it. Because it was battle among the gods. Like they were fighting each other. You guys were the proxy.
Agatha's lair was there because of Mistra. And because she was killed and they were suspended in time.
Clapping.
Yeah.
Have I misunderstood this whole thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Have I just wasted 2 years?
Mistra died. That's why the place was suspended in time.
Mistra died because Mistra's death and the consequences of her death was not because of what, like. I'm just trying to
getting into philosophical questions. We can resolve this later. But for now, the gods intervened, and that's something which was a factor.
There were 4 gods involved in the ending. Like, what the fuck?
No, dude, but the whole thing.
What do you mean? No, there were 4 gods involved.
Listen. Okay, anyway. But this guy is essentially saying, what if gods were not involved? And then it dawns upon you. Exandria is a world where gods cannot directly intervene.
Oh.
And then he puts his hand in his pocket and pulls it out.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Nano.
I know.
You destroyed
the
entire team.
I know.
I love that. So
I know.
This is very bad. This is
Camille.
very bad.
I didn't know he was packing.
I know.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't be.
Fuck. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. He pulls out the watch.
I think Sorren's blood immediately runs cold, shivers down the back of his spine. He looks at the watch and, like, for the
We
longest
can learn
time,
how to use it from the man who operated it first.
What does he mean?
no. What do you mean?
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Is that
realization.
why you brought me here? For Glassstaff? No.
Just nods.
Have you seen the Stewie meme of Family Guy meme from Stewie just rocking back and forth?
Yeah.
That is Sorren right now. He's no, Jamil. Fuck. Do you know what that motherfucker did to us? I am not going back. You brought me back here to why fucking Glassstaff of all people. Sorren is raging, Sassy is raging, everyone is raging right now.
I know. This is so good. This is
For-
Oscar-winning twist.
beautiful.
I love
we you dragged me down to hell literally for Glassstaff for a piece of shit.
You're not
Absolute
setting him
two-bit,
free. I
pathetic-
brought down the man who knows this thing second best to the man who knows this thing first best to learn from both. But here's the thing. We are not gonna set him free. And I'm here for another reason as well, as I said. For my dad.
Oh, now you're gonna tell me Glassstaff's your dad.
No, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking?
I don't know, dude. Fuck me. I don't know. This whole thing has been a mess from the beginning. No. We cannot talk to him about this. We cannot bring him the watch. He's going to manipulate the fuck out of you and out of us, and it is going to work out in his favor. And he's going to get the watch and he's going to escape.
And he sort of like just sets the watch aside and like holds your hand. Listen. I can't tell you how many years I spent beyond the enemy lines trying to protect my people, trying to care for them, trying to help them. There is no other way. There's thousands of people trapped. And you're the second one who can help me.
Where are they trapped? Who are you trying to rescue? I need to know more. I will not go along with this till I know more. Where is your family?
Well, there was a war.
Uh-huh.
And he sort of like narrates the entire premise of it.
So Aeor
And
is
there's
his family,
people
right?
trapped in... No. What? No. There's multiple people, refugees from Aeor, from Avalier, from the entirety of Exandria, trapped in Astral Sea. Refugees who want to come back.
Why do we need the watch for that then? We can just go to the fucking Astral Sea. We've been there before.
But listen, what will you do? Go there and do what? Our planet is destroyed. We were living happily in Cobalt, but it was destroyed. What would you want us to do? Go there and do what?
Bring them back here to Exandria. Find a place
Do
for
you
them to live
think
here.
it's that easy? Do you think the people would let us?
There is so much.
The
free
wars
land.
have been fought on for centuries just to not allow them to come back. What do you think the Cobalt Soul does? What do you think
want
they
to bring
do?
back an entire planet? Are you fucking kidding
No.
me?
A people. People.
Yeah, but the people lived on a
The
planet,
people
right?
of Cobalt. People of Cobalt, yes. Bring back. They are from here. They belong here. It's their land.
You want to go back to before the war and bring them and stop the
It
war?
was not our war. It was the war of the gods.
No, I get that. I get that it was a war of the worlds. I get that you were caught in the middle and you did not deserve, none of them deserve to die. All of that I get. But you want to, how are we going to bring them, how many people are we talking firstly? I don't know how the watch works. I don't know if we can bring people back in time or forward in time through the watch, right? I don't know if that works. And if you want to evacuate them from the place before the place was destroyed, how does that change the entire timeline of the world?
Maya was right, you would not understand.
It is not about not understanding. It is about, give me a solution on how this will work. Does Exandria just disappear and is it all kobold now? What?
No,
What?
of course not.
What?
No, I'm trying to. Here's what I'm thinking. Right? If we stop, how do you want to stop this? Do you want to stop the war from happening? Do you want to evacuate the people from the place? What do you want? And how do you plan to use the watch to achieve what you
Bring
want?
back people and they would just live peacefully here
So then if we
instead
bring-
of lost in the astral sea.
So then why
They're
not just go to the
thousands,
astral
they're
sea
not
and bring them back?
millions.
Right now.
Because the Twindalian Empire and the Cobalt Soul do not allow us.
They don't need to know where they came
Because
from.
the instant you bring back people from any world, a portal opens, they're there.
So why did they not show up when we brought Galio back?
My
They
God.
did. I was in charge of it. I have been working as a double agent. What do you know? Maya was right. You're too stupid for this.
I am not stupid. Who the fuck is Maya?
Maya's one of my friends, oldest friends.
Are you fucking her?
No, what? She's like a sister to me.
What?
Sorren was just jealous.
Listen, when we left this
God.
place, initially there were 50,298 of us. Now there's only 38,000 or so. People die. They're not safe. We have been attacked multiple times while we were in the astral sea. Do you think they would not attack us here?
So you want to go back to before the Cobalt Soul and the Twindalian Empire were a thing? Rescue them
And
from
modify
there.
and make small nudges to history which would make it favorable for us to return the people now. Not in the past, not undo the entire history, just small nudges. And how to do that, I need to learn from you. And yes, him.
It is not small nudges what he's done. It is impossible to make small nudges.
Yes, I know, but obviously we don't want to do what he did, right? Like, he wanted to kill people. He wanted to bring back his entire city as it was and then wage war against another god and bring back his god. We don't want to do that.
You sound exactly like him. Minus the killing
Well-
people part.
Exactly. That's a major part.
What the hell?
I'm dying.
I love it.
I don't-
You sound exactly like him, except you want to save people instead of kill people.
I don't trust him. I do not.
People who were involved in the war were driven out of their homes so that, quote-unquote, peaceful people could settle into the land that was once theirs. Now these peoples who are on the edge of society living out in the astral sea want their land back. We are not saying that they want to, get rid of Cobalt Soul. We're not saying they want to get rid of Twindalian Empire or any other people for that matter. They just want to live peacefully, coexist peacefully with everyone. Do you know how Onkaral was established? Do you know it stands upon the ruins of another city?
I didn't know that. Is that Cobalt? Is that where Cobalt was?
Yes. Well, Cobalt did not exist back then, but yes. The people fled when a god attacked it. It's a long story. And then these people sort of just came in and colonized the place. Set up their entire civilization. And when these people who were, well, there and also not, existed, just wanted to exist, these people decreed them too violent.
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. If there is, I do not think we need to. Do not think talking to Glassstaff is the answer. Give me some time. Let me come up with a different solution. I know we're here already, but I do not want the watch anywhere near him.
Okay.
Do you know
understand it's working?
Do you know who made the watch? You probably know who made the watch, right?
Not exactly.
Okay, so we find out. Okay. We go to Glassstaff. We tell him we have a lead on the watch, but we don't know where it is. We're trying to figure out how to find it, but we need to know who made the watch. We find information from him about who made the watch. We approach them. Hopefully it's not a god, right? And we go and we reach out to them and we see if they can help. I would rather talk to the person who made the watch than talk to Glassstaff. And I'm like 95% sure he didn't make it. Because there was a thing that I'm trying to remember Tales of Fate finale. Did what's her name? We just said her name. The witch. Did she mention who made the watch? She mentioned something about bringing the watch's creator back. Agatha, right? She mentioned something about bringing the watch's creator back, but she didn't mention who made the watch. Did she drop a name?
I don't think so. I don't think she mentioned a name to you.
Okay. You've already broken all the rules. You broke me out of fucking the domain of
and you're welcome.
Yeah, no,
give you
I know.
sort of like a peck on your forehead.
Yes, thanks.
It's fine.
Thank you. Yes. No, I'm just saying,
But listen,
why not just do it again?
understand.
We can go back to Faerun. We can talk to Agatha. We can get information about who fucked with the watch, who made it in the first place. Because, okay, so here's something that I already know, right?
As soon as the gods of Faerun or any god in any world knows about this plan will fail.
Okay, but why do the gods
This
of
is
Faerun
why-
care about Exandria if they can't enter and they can't? Okay, some things are beyond
The
our-
gods of entire universes. Do you think they are not aware of each other?
I'm
It's
very much likely to
professional
be aware of
courtesy.
these nuts, but okay.
Professional
My
courtesy
God.
among them. Do not interfere. Why do you think heroes from other world, when they tried to intervene during calamity, found that their powers suddenly just did not work here? Why did the gods of Faerun recall their heroes in the time of Eor's need? Do you think the witch that you mentioned, do you think she was not here during calamity? She was sent back. Why? Because this world was told to be off limits for any warlock, anyone who drawed their powers from any god anywhere. The moment the gods of this world realized that the war amongst them was spilling out to other universes, it was a risk which was too far for other worlds, because then this war could have gone to that world too. Maya explains it a lot better than me, honestly. But the point is, I've been at it for hundreds of years, honestly, guy. There's no other way. This is. Are you with me or are you not?
If we do this, if I help you do this, I need to have the watch on me at all times.
I cannot.
Oh, Allah.
And
I cannot trust you on that.
I'm not going to use it. You've already.
And above the table, Sorren, we already established that you took the watch
Yeah, I know.
sometime
I know.
in the future,
I know.
and there was a fight.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I'm
yeah.
get into that. Okay, fine. If you don't, that much is fine. I want you to promise that if I think that this is too much, if Glassstaff is asking for too much, or if you're digging a hole that is too impossible to get out of, you will let me call. You will let me call. You will give me final veto power on whether or not we go ahead with this. That is the only way I'm agreeing to help.
I appreciate you, but my people come before you.
It is not about your people or my people, Jamil.
You don't even know them.
But I don't need to care about people to I don't need to know people to care about them and help them. It is not about not knowing them. It is about the consequences of what that means. Setting Glassstaff free, because that is the first thing I would ask for if I was asked for help.
We are not setting.
So then he's not going to help you till you set him free. That is going to be his first demand. Then what?
I have my ways. You know that.
What
They're not
worse
tricky.
can you do to him when he's already suffering in hell?
And we sort of like skip ahead a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You approach a person in a hood in front of a mansion. I'm sorry, I've been 20 minutes overboard, but this conversation seemed too interesting.
No,
to
it's
drop
fine.
off.
No,
No,
it's good.
please
It's all
carry
good.
on.
It's
It's
too much
good.
fun.
Just
A mansion
so
with
involved.
so many rooms, large, huge, huge. The biggest mansion you've ever seen. Sorry. Okay. And this person opens their hood. Hello, old friend. It's Eliana.
I knew it.
Dude, you called it. Rigbite, you called it, bro.
This is the episode where Rick buys 3 characters. Or maybe
Fuck
4
yeah, he
if
called
he
it,
had the
he called
time.
it.
I'm kidding.
No.
Sorren just wordlessly just hugs her. It's so good to see you again. It's been so long.
Really nice to meet you as well.
How are you doing? Is this
I'm okay.
any shenanigans? Anyone we need to kill before
No.
we do this? Like someone to I don't know, something. Just a distraction.
I want you to know, it has been a lot of years in this place.
Well,
He
you look
has
the
been
same.
trapped here. He is trapped here, my brother.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm not asking to set him free, but I'm asking you to... I've been briefed about the thing. To trust the process.
I will try to keep an open mind. I will try to keep an open mind.
And you look inside and you see through the windows around 100 of them. Glass stars looking at you. Different variants.
Oh, fuck.
Smiling.
I hate this.
Come on, free.
All of them are trapped here. All of them are being tortured for an eternity. And Jamil's hope is one of them, at least, will break. This seems like a great place to end today's session.
That is
Fuck
a
yeah.
fantastic place to end today's session.
That-
Jesus
What
Christ.
an episode ending.
Jesus.
All-time
So,
What the fuck
favorites.
is going on?
So,
Yeah.
glass
Oh.
stuff.
I will
Times
summarize
more than
it.
100
No
times.
notes.
I would summarize it for you, Box, because today was a bit.
There's a lot of
you
shit
know
I
that-
wasn't there for.
Yeah, most of the stuff. There's just 2 factors that you don't know. Glass stuff was a Netherese person who had a twin who looked Netherese, but like the Glassstaff did not look Netherese. Glassstaff was hell-bent on bringing back the Netherese people who had been sent away by a spell which went, bad. It doesn't matter. So there was some guy who wanted to become a god. The spell went bad, and the entire city plane shifted and went away. And now he wanted to bring back the people using 3 artifacts. One of them was a time-traveling watch. And now you have all the pieces. Glassstaff was killed by some of the people of this party a while ago and has since been trapped in this place. And above the table, I want to guarantee you, this is about the extent of what, would connect the past campaign to this. After this, there would be almost no connections.
Nice.
Oh, wait, there's one more connection. But yeah, that's great.
Oh, nice.
If you have any other questions,
The guy who made it's Vecna, right? The guy who made the artifacts?
no
above
one
the
knows.
table? Do you not
Above the
know?
table, literally no one in the entire history of D&D knows.
That was
They just
Oh.
exist.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was
that
Vecna.
was never
No one
when. No one said
anywhere
it.
knows.
No, I thought that it was implied that when Agatha said she's going to bring
It was
back...
implied, yeah. It was implied that one of the weavers made it, and that weaver was one of the weavers is Vecna, but like no one knows who
Oh,
actually
okay.
made the thing.
No, but like at the end of the first campaign's finale, when Agatha said she's going to
That was
summon him-
Lalok. That was Lalok.
Oh, I thought she was summoning Vecna.
Nope, that was Lalok.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
ate
there's
it.
a different guy.
If it was Vecna, we'd have been dead long ago, man.
No, but like the idea was that she was gonna like Glassstaff was summoning Vecna, but then we
Listen.
dragged him to the other place and Agatha stayed behind to fight him.
no.
I
Vecna,
try
no
to
Vecna.
weave in like official canon events, which is for example like the Second Sun Ring to the campaign. So it's in Second Sun Ring, Lalok eats the thing. So that sort of like just got into it.
Interesting. Okay.
It's not
Also, Agatha was sure she could take the Lalok person herself, so I don't think it was anyway implied it was Vecna, because if it was Vecna, it would not have been the case.
Fair enough.
Okay. I do want to clarify something. Because there's a lot of parallels with real life events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no confusion. In this case, at least here, Onkarel was established by colonizers. That is like an established canonical
Yep.
fact. So it's not like another people, like, oh yeah, this is our homeland, if you want to come back. It's not that. It's the opposite, where like, their home has been colonized and they want to, just exist.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
the
Is
people
this
in
Just
why
so
you
we-
gave? Is this why you gave Ankarel an Iron Dome?
Yes. Actually, yes.
My
Yeah,
God.
no, dude, like I clocked that immediately when we first did this. And today it made it more than obvious that the people in the astral plane are supposed to be the P's in the astral plane. Yes, it makes sense. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. This was written, I kid you not, in July of 2024. So we are just now reaching what was written then.
Fair.
Wow.
Damn.
So that was like a pretty fresh thing back then. Now we have unfortunately gotten too used to the chaos and the killings.
Oh God.
Anyway, back then I think Vignesh reached out to me and Vignesh was like, this feels like we are the bad guys. And I was like, don't
Yeah.
worry, just hang on tight for like an year.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Look, Ankarel
Are we the bad guys?
Ankarel
the
and
baddies.
Kobalswala are seriously giving the bad vibes. And I'm glad
The
I jumped ship.
militaristic, the entire, the police state and all that.
I mean, the first time we met Jaman Sword, not Jaman Sword. What the fuck? The
Jamil.
Minotaur guy.
Jamil.
Uh,
Not Jamil. The Minotaur guy.
Iron Hansen.
and the
Iron
ward.
Hansen.
Iron
Alan.
Hansen,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was obvious from them that the police is not good.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
My
That guy
God.
was not supposed. That was supposed to be a buffoon, but you guys thought like, oh no, this guy's acting a buffoon. He's actually like one of the big ones. I was like, okay, sure. You know what? He's one of the big bad
It's
ones.
a free idea.
Yeah. Anyway,
But that was such a great
I
session.
think
Dylan.
I have given
That's a good
enough clues for you guys to figure out like the entire story now, which we
Yeah.
don't have too many sessions for.
What?
I hope that this story will end in the next 12 sessions or so. 12 to 16.
Oh my
depending on the
God.
pace.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Maybe
soon.
maybe less, who knows?
No, when you said not enough, I thought you meant like next 5 sessions. So 12 is still okay.
No. 12, yeah.
12 to 16.
12 is like
Oh
what my
God.
plan
3
is.
months.
It could be, it could be less, it could be
Yeah.
more, but you plan for
So
it.
like mid-July, early August, we are
Uh-huh.
done.
Then I'll take another 3 months.
Yeah, no, fair. You deserve it.
Yeah,
I think
take
it's
longer.
sabbatical.
RP, that's your timeline.
I'm-
early July.
I'm- I'll
Yeah,
be-
yeah.
August.
Yeah,
I'm
RP
working
would
on
have
it.
like,
I'm
RP
working
would probably
late
have the
We're figuring it out.
because I'm a
walking
DM.
late. Yeah. God, I want to tell you guys the entire story, but yes. That's for
Oh,
future.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
This
No,
is
no, no,
Another
no,
12
Can you guys
sessions.
imagine
okay.
trying to
No,
hold
don't
this
do
shit
it.
in for like a year?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No,
How long?
I would spill it in a week. I would literally have
Yeah.
spilled that in a week. Not happening.
Yeah.
A year, not happening.
I
Like,
could
guys,
barely
I thought of this cool shit. You wanna hear
Yeah.
about it?
I could barely hold it.
Rigbite
I could
already-
barely hold in the
Rigbite
stuff
folded.
for like Vustal bars.
Yeah,
for,
no,
like, the
we don't talk
headset.
about it, Elvis. Hush.
Nice.
Anyway, meet
Okay.
you guys next time in Ithris. Which
See
is,
you
oh, by the way,
next
the name of
time.
the city is Ithris. We'll
Oh,
meet next time there, back
nice.
next week. Have
Scary.
a lovely week. And Box, I'm sorry, there were like elements which you did not, work there for.
No,
But-
I was kind of with Sassy with like, what the fuck is
Bye,
going on?
everyone.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Lots
fair.
of dots. Lots of
Yeah,
dots.
lots of dots.
Yeah. Listen,
many
when
dots.
Sassy said, "Oh, I want to bring back the watch," and I was like, "Huh." I already have
Just fits in.
stuff.
Bet.
I
I bet.
already have things, so why not just that will be the conflict. That will be the entire thing. And I already have written like Ileana is taking care of glass stuff in a prison and all that. So why not just
Oh, yeah.
weave that in?
What did we decide in the chat? Things never go well. Yeah, we all decided things never go well. So
Yeah.
everyone's having a happy time.
I love this
Oh,
one. This
yeah.
is so beautiful. Okay. Anyway, have a lovely night, people. See you
Yeah.
all next week.
Bye.
Please take
Take
care of
care.
yourself. Hydrate.
Thanks for the
And if there's
session.
anything that made you uncomfortable over today's session because there was some heavy, shit happen, please reach
Yeah.
out to me. I will try to have that less off. And if there was something that you enjoy, keep enjoying. Yay. Bye bye.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
So,
Have a good
Thanks
day.
for such a great session.
Thanks for the session.
And
Thank
Sassy.
you.
Sassy.
Yep.
There were 4 gods involved at the end. They're right there.
Okay.
Dude, I need to go back and rewatch it because I don't remember that.
Mistress
Anyway.
Death, Saloon, her sister, my patron, then Shah. 4 of them were together working at this fucking same
Never
time.
mind that you guys were walking around with a god incarnated Pelor, but yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Which
that
did
too.
not happen. Which did not happen.
It did not
You know,
happen.
yeah.
It did not happen. He
Uh-huh.
went to a portal and died.
Yeah, that was funny as fuck. But well, it's sometimes it happens.
Rose says, what did gods do?
It is Sorren, dude.
Anyways,
Do you think
guys,
he will actually
amazing
ever
session.
agree that the gods help
Sorry?
with anything?
Yeah, this is why I was saying Sorren and Vustal will get along perfectly.
Yeah. Anyway,
Gods? What are they, man? Shitheads.
Like when
Not real.
I read about the entire thing, right? Calamity and all of I'm turning off Foundry, by the way. The entire thing. I was like, wait, but what happened to the people? Yeah, sure, people got killed, but there would be people who survived, right? What happened in the 1,000 years for the people? And then there was casual notes about how market got colonized. I was like, okay, That
No.
like,
No, but like,
that's not a good thing.
I don't want to
But-
say it, but like, it's written by white people when that's all you get.
I mean, yeah, they have apologized. So yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we can talk about that.
Anyway, I'm gonna end
They have
stream.
also changed things up. Oh yeah, please. Fred.